Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real Time. I'm Tyler,
And I'm Molly.
and we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we don't.
And we just got back from seeing the third Clerks movie from Kevin Smith.
Yes, we did.
And originally, we were actually going to do a review of all three Clerks movies, but I figured doing the first two would be more fun with Alex if we ever actually get him on the show.
Okay.
Whenever that's going to be, I don't know.
I don't know.
No one knows. But we're going to talk about Clerks 3. So,
What's the movie going to be about? It's about him
and just before we get into this, we're going to have a spoiler warning for certain events in this movie. So, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it.
Don't watch this yet.
Yeah. So, just like the other two movies, Clerks 3 stars Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson as Dante Hicks and Randall Graves, respectively, as well as Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith as Jay and Silent Bob. Now, so what do you know about these movies?
Well, I have officially seen them all.
Well,
So,
not all of them.
well, all the Clerks ones, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty familiar. You have made me become familiar with these. So, I'd say I'm getting there. I'm catching up.
Well, I still need to catch up too because I have yet to see Mallrats. Supposedly, a sequel is being worked on for that, but who really knows? Yeah, this movie was announced way long ago that Kevin Smith is working on it, and we only just now got it in 2022. And think about it though, the first Clerks came out in '94, the second one in 2006. That's already a 12-year, gap between movies, and then this one came 16 years after Clerks 2. So, well, he certainly takes his time.
Yeah.
But after this, I don't think there's going to be a Clerks 4.
Nope. Definitely not.
No.
As we will probably later discuss.
Yeah, we will. But, so basically in this movie, Randall, he has a heart attack and almost dies, so he realizes that his whole life has been wasted and he wants to make a movie. Alright.
Yeah, okay.
And so he sets about doing that, making a movie based on his and Dante's life at the Quick Stop.
Interesting plot for a movie.
Yeah. A lot of people asked him if he was making a porno, which, I mean, I don't know why they hear a movie being made and think, oh, porn.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay, I get, he's that type of guy, but like everyone else, that's weird. But yeah, that's the world that this movie is set in, where God herself exists. We know God exists in this world. So really anything can happen.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool that this series can have, these grounded movies like the Clerks movies or like Chasing Amy. But then we have another one where Jay and Silent Bob go on a mission to help God with the 13th Apostle and the Last Scion. It's wild.
That is very wild, yes.
And then we have another movie where Jay and Silent Bob kidnap an orangutan.
I like that one.
That one was fun. That one was actually the first one that Alex ever showed me. It was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I was sleeping over at his house, and he was like, "Hey, let's watch a movie." I was like, "Okay, sure thing, buddy."
Yeah, sure thing.
And he put that on, and I'm just like, "Okay, what's what's this? I really like this. This is really funny. And I've been hooked ever since.
Get sued by Disney? No way.
Now, there's also another bit of Clerks related media that you haven't seen.
Which one?
The animated series.
Oh, yes, I have not seen that.
The,
I added a scene where
I think it's 6-episode animated series. 6 or 8 episodes. It doesn't have very many episodes. It got canceled before all of those episodes were even aired. I think only 2 of them did air.
Yeah.
But,
needs more weed.
you know, that's the thing that exists. It's really funny too. But
Alright.
back to Clerks 3.
Clerks 3.
Now, what did you think of this movie?
You know, I thought it was pretty good. It got a lot deeper than what I thought it would, and it got sad pretty quick. But overall, I did enjoy it because there were parts that made me laugh, and you know, there were parts that I liked. It was just a little sad.
Sit around and watch the same movie over and over. I always thought you could have made a cool movie.
Yeah, I agree. They really hit us right in the heart and the feelings when we see that Becky, played previously by Rosario Dawson in Clerks 2, you know, Dante's wife, died.
Yeah, that was really
Like shortly after the second movie took place, too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was really disappointing.
Yep.
And I was hoping that, okay, if she's dead,
Maybe he has his daughter's alive.
maybe
somewhere.
their kid's alive too. No, they're dead too.
They both died.
Not letting
Yeah.
not letting Dante have anything nice.
Yeah, I did not like that. That made me upset.
Yeah. And like this poor guy, nothing good happens to him ever. And when anything good does happen to him, it's just taken away just as quickly.
Yep.
Which really makes sense given that the first movie has been compared to Dante's Inferno.
I think it needs more weed.
Well, yeah, Dante.
Yeah.
Working in the living hell that is retail.
Yep. What about you? Did you like it?
Well, as I showed out, it's my letterbox rating for the year so far. It's my 3rd favorite movie of the year so far.
Nice.
I've done a little rearranging in the past few movies I've seen. You know, Elvis is at the top right now.
Really?
Yeah.
At the top?
Yeah.
Compared to everything you saw this year?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, Elvis, Top Gun Maverick, and now Clerks 3.
I disagree with you, but I don't have a list, so I can't say.
I've only seen 3 movies this year that I would say are crappy.
Which ones are those?
Let's see, Jurassic World, Dominion,
Yeah.
Maybe Jay and Silent Bob could be careful.
Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore, and Morbius.
Was that this year?
That was this year, yeah.
Came out this year?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was crappy.
it came out this year, but no one saw it.
Yeah.
Even after everyone on Twitter made It's Morbin Time a thing, and then Sony said, let's put it back in theaters, and then it bombed again.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I almost feel sorry for them. Almost.
It was just such a boring movie. Okay, let's not get off topic.
Yeah. We could talk about Morbius another time, and we probably will, because I have some words for it. Really, I mean. Anyways, Clerks 3. We're getting off topic a lot. That's our thing, though. We do that.
I think it needs more
I really like this movie.
Good.
Now, just going off of like a fresh viewing, I don't think I laughed as hard as I did with the first 2.
Yeah.
But I feel like this had a better story than the second Clerks. But it's still not as good as the first one, obviously.
Yeah.
What is this, a Tinder date? Get
But
off of me.
I still feel like I can relate to Randall in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, for me, he's one of the most relatable characters I've ever seen. partially because I'm really not that great of a guy,
Oh,
and
don't say that.
I'm gonna say it. It's the truth. You know,
It's about him working here.
I'm just.
The script is something either me or
That-
someone I know said. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
You're at a loss for words.
A little bit, yeah.
Gosh, there's a train going through.
It's okay. It's over there. But yeah, although I feel like I could relate to Randall more in the second movie, honestly,
Yeah.
because yeah, well, they are still working some crappy convenience store job in this one.
Yeah.
They're also trying to make a movie, okay, and going through more. There's more age-related issues in this one. You know, these guys are pushing 50.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet, although my body sometimes feels like it is. And just them in the second movie, I feel like was so much more relatable because they were closer in age to me. They were early 30s in that movie. I'm 27. Why do I have to think about that? I don't know. But I thought I saw something. It doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, so it's like you're getting to that age where you're not quite old, but you're not really that young either. And you're looking at yourself and you're realizing, what have I done with my life? Nothing. Not at all. Not a thing. And hello.
I always thought you could have made a cool movie. You're right.
And so you're just realizing you find yourself in a rut for all of your life, and you can't really do anything to stop it, because why take a risk in trying to do anything else when this is at least comfortable-ish?
So, is Randall your favorite character?
Yeah. He also has the best lines,
Yeah, he does get good lines.
which is partially because in the first movie, Kevin Smith wanted to originally play Randall, so he gave Randall all the great lines, but then he realized he's not the best actor, so he got Jeff Anderson to do it. Which, whenever Silent Bob speaks in these movies, it's always so weird.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen Kevin Smith in, like, interviews and stuff talking, and the man speaks a mile a minute.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, that's real life. This is pretend. And it's always so weird, but always really nice whenever Silent Bob talks. And Jason Mewes is the complete opposite. He talks all the time in the movies, but like in real life, he's very quiet, very soft spoken. Alex and I actually met him before at a con.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty good, cool dude. Pretty chill, pretty laid back.
Nice.
And another friend of mine, Dre, met him at a con before. This was after Mewes had his first kid, and he asked my friend, you know, just fathering tips and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life where it's
Now,
sit around and watch the same movies over
well,
and over.
like we said before, this is probably gonna be the last Clerks movie,
Yeah.
and that is because Dante ends up dying at the end. You know,
I was surprised.
it's not like in how the original ending for the first Clerks was, where he was gonna get shot by a convenience store robber. He has a heart attack near the end of the movie, like Randall did in the beginning, and he dies from that.
Yeah. He dies after he watches the movie that they made,
Which
is pretty sad.
which is more or less just Clerks.
Yep.
And after he and Randall had that huge fight where they didn't want to be friends anymore, and
Yeah.
like it really did get to me, because I see Alex and myself as Dante and Randall, and you know, just seeing that happen sort of made me think, what'll happen when I'm all by myself?
You don't be all by yourself.
Well, yeah, but still.
I think it needs more weed.
Yeah.
you know, it's very, very emotional end to this movie.
Yeah, it was unexpected. I thought it was unexpected. I didn't think they would kill off any of the main characters.
That's how we did it in the
But
90s, son.
they did.
They did.
I catch my breath, man.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
What is this, a Tinder date?
So-
Off of me.
What was I've clearly stated who my favorite character is, but what about you?
Life, man. Wish I had a life
I like the
like
duo of Jay and Silent Bob.
Sit around and watch the same movie over
They're
and
funny.
over. I always thought you could
They're
make a cool movie.
I like them together as a team.
living on
You know,
borrowed time.
Yeah.
they always got each other's backs. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I would have to say Jay and Silent Bob.
Can't pick between the two.
No, they're best together.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Either me
Yeah.
or someone I know said. I'm not even supposed to be here.
Now,
Go ahead.
we talked about returning stars, but guess who else showed up again?
I have a good guess since I saw the movie.
Yeah, you do. But our audience probably didn't.
No?
Our audience of 12 people.
Who else showed up, Tyler?
Well, first of all, Marilyn Gigliotti. I hope I said that name right.
I don't know.
She's never gonna see this video
It's
anyways.
okay.
She originally played Veronica in the first movie, and she came back for this one.
Yep.
I thought that was a neat surprise.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, she comes back 28 years after her last appearance in the movie,
I'm not letting you kill me off in the third
but
act.
no more than 37.
Yeah.
And also, Jennifer Schwalbach-Smith appeared as Emma, Dante's former fiance. Now, she's actually Kevin Smith's real life wife.
Real life wife.
Yeah. And just for a cameo, there was also Harley Quinn Smith, Kevin Smith's real life daughter. He named her after Harley Quinn. Yes.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
Alright.
He's a massive nerd. He knows this.
Yeah.
He knows this. He's gonna be the first one to tell you that he's a nerd.
Alright.
As Jay's daughter, Millennium Falcon. Yeah, that's her real name.
Thought you could have made a cool movie.
You're right. I'm
Now,
living on borrowed time.
an interesting thing to note, when Randall has his heart attack,
Yeah.
it was described as a widowmaker heart attack,
It's about him working here.
and that 80% of people who get this die.
Yeah.
That was the exact same heart attack that Kevin Smith got.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
you know, bit of a real life bleeding into the creation of this,
Yeah.
and well, he clearly survived, and I think that might have been why he lost so much weight.
Put in that
Probably.
stuff you say about that death
I mean,
contract.
I would say it was that. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's why he's so much skinnier now than he was back in the older movies. But
What the hell is that?
I don't think there's anything else we have to say about Clerks 3, is there?
Did you want to talk about your favorite part?
Oh right, yeah.
Did you have a favorite part?
I'm not sure actually. What about you?
I think it needs more weed.
Man, I'm not for sure either because there was a lot that I liked. It's hard to pick apart.
One more thing I need to add because I have to. Trevor Fairman also returns as Elias from Clerks 2.
That's how we did it in the
Yes.
90s.
I just realized I
He
didn't
was
mention
one of the main
Elias.
ones and you didn't say.
Yeah,
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
but like,
What is this, a
yeah,
Tinder date?
that was actually pretty funny with Elias throughout this movie. Like in the beginning, he's all Jesus, Jesus, all that sort of stuff, and then he renounces Christ and starts following Satan and starts wearing more progressively weirder clothes as the movie goes on. Like
That did make me laugh. Yes.
No more
this man was looking like he just binged all of What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the movie gonna be about? It's
So yeah, that was pretty neat. I wouldn't call that my favorite scene, but like one of those scenes in the movie that just I really liked.
Yeah. I did too. It was good.
I did really like when Dante and Randall were watching the movie.
Yeah. It was very touching. It was a good wrap up to the movie.
good wrap up to this trilogy too.
Yeah.
Stuff you used to say about the Death Star contract.
I'm not sure if there's going to be any more movies in the View Askew universe. I mean, they can always do more stuff with Jane, Silent Bob. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But man, it's gonna suck not having Dante around anymore.
The scene where you get shot.
But I guess that's just how it is.
Yeah. Guess so.
I also really liked when they were writing the movie, just calling back to events that happened in previous ones, like
Yeah.
when they went to the funeral, or when anything that happened in Clerks 2, like the donkey show.
Yeah. Nah. Yep.
Just this movie is pretty heavy on fan service.
Yes.
Well, not pretty heavy. I'd say it's decently heavy. Like it's
Should I try mount stuff?
What is this?
it's not Rise of Skywalker heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, you know, they're gonna point out some stuff that
Saved my life, man.
if you've been following this series for a while, then you're gonna recognize,
Yeah.
and it's really neat.
Yeah. It really is.
I'm living on borrowed
Yeah, I just wish they'd call back to Dogma more. Although the kite NFT that Elias was selling was the Buddy Cries from Dogma, though, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Everything in the script is something either me or someone
But of course, I'm always gonna want them to call back to Dogma. That's my favorite movie from Kevin Smith.
Jane, Silent Bob could be.
I did remember. I remember. I enjoyed that one. Yeah.
and R2D2. They've been here since the first movie.
So that's that for us then.
I think so.
Did you actually say what your favorite scene was?
I didn't really have. As a whole, it was just really good. I believe in
You should put in that stuff you used to say about the Death Star contractors.
Get sued by Disney.
I guess I did like the sad scene where they were watching the movie and Dante was dying. Even though it was sad, it was a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that for us, and we will see you guys next
See you
time.
next time.
Third act? What if there's a sequel?
A sequel? What am I, a hack?
I think it needs more weed.